ladies as well as gentlemen, Papa Boris is back for some more Hearthstone arena action. We had 2 demolition derbies here as a mage in the first couple of games. Had some pretty good draws. I've got Fireball when we needed it, Polymorph when we needed it, got some Flame Strikes, but hey man, you don't want to diss on people who get good cards because that's why you drafted them and put them in your deck. Arawan, the Priest. This is the 3rd in a row for my favorite map. Oh my god, I'm so excited to be here. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky hand, honestly. Priest with Light Spawn, and Light Well, I'd like to keep the Iron Begal around. This actually, I might need it just as an early drop, but these 2 things are a bit slow, so we'll see if we can get something a bit faster, maybe? Well, Flame Strike is nice to have, eventually, so it's good to know that you have it, although it will be dead for a long time. Okay, no Northshire Cleric. Do I want to coin out one of these cards? Huh. Well, I don't need the spell damage, so or the taunt. It would just be a 2/2, basically. Let's not. Let's hold on to that coin. That's one thing I'm learning is I think when people have the coin, they're too quick to spend it. It really is just a temporary advantage, you know, and you don't want to squander it. Because as soon as you use your coin, your opponent knows you don't have it. Your opponent has to calculate less to play around your stuff. And your opponent has the advantage from being the first player. Holy Smite is a pretty good answer to that card. He doesn't have anything else, though. Holy Smite would not kill a flesh-eating ghoul. Let's see if he's got Shadow Word Pain for that. Oh my god, I really kind of wish I had that Water Elemental now. I've drawn nothing but removal here. Nope, no Water Elemental, but that's actually... Or sorry, no Holy Word, no Shadow Word Pain. This will necessitate the use of my Frostbolt, unless I am mistaken somehow. Yeah, that's gotta be the Frostbolt here. Alright, I think it's big. Question is, do I drop the Kobold Geomancer? Well, the Flesh-Eating Ghoul actually survives Holy Nova, so this is not overextending. It's just extending. And the damage, if this guy survives, of course, might be relevant in a few turns when I play Flame Strike. Oh my god. My opponent is about to become a very, very angry Anduin the Priest. Oh no! He almost... Ah, fuck. I was gonna say, Stampeding Kodo could kill that thing, but he broke the cardinal rule of Hearthstone. Don't buff things on your turn. You want to buff on your opponent's turn. I mean, unless he was playing around Stampeding Kodo, which I doubt, that was just a mistake. So what's the best way to handle this? I actually have options. One, I could polymorph it. It's definitely one option. And just get rid of it that way. Another option is I could silence it. The problem then is, what I'd really like to do then is play Stampeding Kodo, but I can't. I have 3 mana, so it's kind of an awkward amount of mana. Now, if this is silenced, not only does it lose its attack bonus, but it also loses the taunt. So I could just ignore it, but then it kills the owl. I think we're going to go ahead and polymorph this thing. It's definitely worth the polymorph. Alright, so we will kill the sheep with the Geomancer. Reason being, first of all, priests don't care about the difference between 1 health and 2 health. It just doesn't make any difference for priest removal spells. They don't have any, like, deal 1 damage to everything. It's either deal 2 damage or, you know, deal more. And the other removal spells they have just kill you based on your attack power. And I don't want to put the Flesh-Eating Ghoul down to 2 health, because then it dies to Holy Nova. Oh god. Well, one of my Flame Strikes is in my hand, but the other one might be in my opponent's hand. There's also Polymorphs and Fireballs that he could have. So Thought Steal is a bit scary. Really, I feel like all my cards are good, man. Every single one of my cards is great. So, damn it. Alright, this is going to be a fantastic illustration of why I hate the Doom Speaker. Or Doomsayer. First of all, he just dies. Flesh-Eating Ghoul plus Kobold plus Hero Ability. Just kills it, straight up. But second of all, stuff like this happens. And then that. And that. So, yeah. It's just a little bit too unreliable of a card, I think. Alright, there's a Fireball. That's alright. I still got power on the board. Northshire Cleric. Northshire Cleric can go suck a dong. Mana Worm! Oh, fuck you. Okay, well, I have a couple of options here. I always seem to say that. I got a couple of options here. I could play the taunt, and that would protect my poor Geomancer. That would leave me with 2 mana, which I could use to, let's say, actually I could just trade the Geomancer in plus a hero ability to kill one of his things. Kill the other thing with the Kodo, have a taunt on the board. That's pretty good. Another option would be to play the taunt, kill the Mana Worm. He has no way to heal his own stuff, really. So then I could just play coin and Razorfin Hunter, put some stuff on the board. It's a bit more aggressive. I will do that.
Get behind me.
So the taunt protects my Geomancer from the Northshire Cleric. I'm going to coin out, 3 more power on the board, and swing my opponent down here. So at this stage, I'm dealing 5, 8, 10, 11, 13 damage, 14 damage with my hero ability. My opponent can heal himself, or of course, you know, kill my creatures, play taunts, many things he could do. But between Flame Strike and Polymorph, God, it just feels so fucking good to be a mage. Between Polymorph and Flame Strike, I feel really safe. Notice what my opponent just did? He pointed the Northshire Cleric at the Razorfin Hunter. That kind of suggests he might have a Holy Nova. Otherwise, why would he care about getting this guy's health down to 2 when he could just, you know, kill the boar? Or for that matter, the Kobold Geomancer. He silenced the Booty Bay Bodyguard. Interestingly, this does not address, because he chose not to kill my creatures, or actually kill this, I still win. This is 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He never healed himself. Yeah, let's not dick around here. I don't know what my opponent was doing. He was in trouble. I mean, which, again, between Flame Strike and Polymorph, it was going to be really difficult for him to put forward any kind of a credible offensive here. And that's the game. Right, that's that. Make that 3 Demolition Derbies. That was really, really solid. God, this deck is so good. I'm just so happy to be playing Mage. Every single second, it's like, fuck yeah, I'm a Mage. All I gotta do is play Warlock for 1 arena, and that makes you appreciate the other classes so much more. Oh boy, it's so great to have Flame Strikes and Polymorphs. So great. You know, it surprises me that Warlocks don't have a Hex-type card. You'd think that's kind of a Warlocky thing to do. Speaking of which, here's Malorons. It'd be so hilarious if my first loss in this arena was to a Warlock. That would be great. I seem to be going 2nd in all these games. Well, here's the thing, folks. These guys are slow even with the Pint-Sized Summoner. So let's ship him back. Alright, and then let's think, do I want to use the coin up to Pint-Sized Summoner on turn 1? If I do, I can play the Acolyte of Pain on turn 2, which is an interesting proposition. If I don't, and the Pint-Sized Summoner lives through the first turn that I play him on turn 2, I could play this on turn 3. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, let's hang on to the coin. All else being equal, let's save the coin. You know what card I have not drawn yet? Arcane Explosion. That would actually be really good right here to flesh out this Blood Imp. Okay, so the interesting situation here is that I could play the Pint-Sized Summoner and see if my opponent wants to Blood Imp and Bloodsail Corsair to kill it off. It's one option. Another option, I have 2 3-drops now, one of which draws me cards, and the other one puts stuff on the board. I'm actually going to do this. So Shadow Bolt can kill it, but I'll draw a card and it will be my opponent's entire turn. If he doesn't do that, then I can just walk into this guy all day and get a bunch of cards. This must have been a very bad rare pack. I can't imagine many cards that you wouldn't take over a Bloodsail Corsair.
I wonder.
He's pointing something at me. Soulfire, wow, that's fine. So I could draw a card and he loses a card. Jungle Panther goes bye-bye. Okay, that's fine. I'm down with that, Broseph. And he draws a card afterwards. Now that might be okay. Oh, he got a Flame Imp. Fuck me. That's a really good draw. Shit. Crap. Well, we're gonna play this anyway. Flame Imp kills it, but then I can finish it off with the hero ability. It's worth doing. Yeah, that was a really good top deck, but you should always draw cards first in general. However, he had a Soulfire, so maybe he had bad cards and was like, well, I want to lose one of these rather than the next thing I draw. So in that case, that was a pretty reasonable decision. Okay, well, he's got 2 more mana. Man, this guy has a lot of chumper nuggets. He's already played this, the Flame Imp, that's 3. Wind for your Hawk, oh my god. That could actually hurt me for a lot here. Alright, well, we're going to play this engine, actually. Make him work to get past this. I mean, he can deal 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage. Like 3 of his creatures have to run into that. He's gonna need some help from Shadow Bolt, Soulfire, or something to get past me here. Senjin Shieldmaster. Very, very good card. Next turn I can look forward to Stampeding Kodo and killing one of these things. Hopefully the Blood Imp, but I'll take whatever I can get. So he has 4 1-mana creatures here. This is a deck of Chunker Nubulet to the extreme. That was his whole turn, and it's not helping him kill this engine, so I'm pretty happy to see that. This one card is just standing up to an army. He's gonna do it! Oh my god, he's gonna do it? Yeah, he's gonna do it. Wow. He is going to... Is he really gonna 3-for-1 here? Wow. He just 3-for-1'd against that Senjin. That was a decision. Let's go ahead and play Stampeding Kodo. Oh my god, that Stampeding Kodo is so freaking amazing. Okay, well, the moral of the story is that I actually have more health than he does, despite his ultra-aggressive start. And if his deck is built the way I think it's built, I'm going to just clean up this game pretty easily. Oh, nope, he's got some big stuff in there. Alright, kudos for having something large. Now, I've got a couple options here, as is so often the case. Oh, there's the Arcane Explosion, blah, blah, blah. I could, of course, play Faceless Manipulator, copy his 6/5 Taunt, and just kind of have a standoff, which I'm in the advantage with because he has 3 cards to my umpteen Kerbillion. Another more aggressive option is to play the Polymorph and just kill off the sheep. Holding this in reserve for perhaps a better creature. Now let's just put it down. And stand off. So his guy can trade off against my guy, but this one can't. It can't deal enough damage. Unless, of course, he has a buff of some sort. If he does buff this and kill my lord, I can always polymorph this the next turn. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Squire, attend me.
That's a good card.
Ready, sir.
And I'm impressed. He had a lot of Chumper Nugget stuff and then some late game. This is 2 5-mana cards and a 6-mana card. However, he's always drawing after playing stuff, which is a bit distressing. For him, that is. Alright, those are going to trade. Let's see if I can get some kind of a improvement to just using this guy. Dark Iron Dwarf. Well, that's an option. I could also play Stormwind Champion. That is also an option. Does Arcane Explosion help me here? Nope, not really. Not without spell damage, and I don't have any spell damage. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, this is Polymorph. Okay, I don't have... Flame Strike would have been really good here, but I don't have it. So yeah, we're going to play Stormwind Champion. This allows me to kill that guy. So basically, my Stampeding Kodo trades for this card here, the 4/4 and the 2/2, if my opponent wishes. I still have card advantage. I still have an answer to one big thing he could play, and I've got a 6/6 on the board. Let's not forget that. So yeah, I'd say I'm in pretty good shape. He's got the play, that's his advantage, but if he doesn't have a good play, then I'm going to climb steadily ahead in this game. Dark Iron Dwarf, very good card right there. Allows him to make the trade. Ah, boo. Pit Lord, that is bold, sir. That is bold. Polymorph, well, I've got 2 of these now. Problem is, I can't really... Ah, Jesus. I want to play this and the Gurubashi, but I'm 1 mana shy. I could play this and these things, which don't actually kill the Dark Iron Dwarf without help. And I don't forget, he has a sheep, too. Yeah, alright, we're going to polymorph this, just because I got the other polymorph as well, so I might as well, you know, use it. I could kill the sheep right now, and then I can only play the Pint-Sized Summoner, which is just going to die. Or I could play this guy, but then I can't kill the sheep. Well, we'll do this. That seems okay. So our 1/1s can trade off, and then the Dark Iron Dwarf can kill my Razorfin Hunter. That's fine. Still have card advantage. My opponent has a little bit of board advantage, though, which is a bit distressing. Gurubashi is going to be a nice drop, though. Oh my god, he's got... Jesus, he had lots of 1s and lots of really good cards. I really would like to see one of my 2 Flame Strikes here. They're coming up. Oh my god, that would... Oh my gosh, is he really going to overwhelm me here? He actually stands to at the moment. I mean, he's got a lot of power on the board here. And there's the Flame Strike. Alright, well, this is perfect. Let's just do that. And that. And you really... I mean, you can't say that I got too lucky. We are halfway through the deck, and I do have 2 of them in there, so the odds of them both being in the bottom half were only 25%. So, pretty reasonable that I would draw the Flame Strike right around there or sometime earlier. Jesus Christ! This guy has a lot of stuff, but he's always drawing cards after playing his stuff, which is a mistake, but still. Oh, the Blood Imp. Okay, well... Man, how did he have so many early drops and so many late drops? Let's see, the Azure Drake is tempting, but I think we do just want to do this. Let's Polymorph. Let's Arcane Explosion. Oh, crap. It doesn't... fuck. Okay, we're slight change of plans. Let's play this guy. He survives it pretty well against my opponent's stuff. Then next turn I can play Azure Drake and Arcane Explosion to kill the Sheep and the Blood Imp. The Arcane Explosion right now, because of how buffing works, only kills the Blood Imp, not the Sheep. Now, 2 mana Kill Blood Imp is a good card, don't get me wrong. But, let's hope to get even more value out of that, shall we? He just got 3 cards there. He tapped, and then he played Sense Demons, so he could have some good stuff in there. He's actually caught up on cards thanks to Life Tap.
I wonder.
Doomguard. Demon Fire and Hellfire. Alright, fair enough. He's probably happy to see the Hellfire go. That would have been difficult for him to actually be able to play. And he looks like he's going to run in his Chumper Niblets to finish off my Gurubashi Berserker. Yep. Ah, nuts. Well, we have card advantage again. And this looks like a pretty good play. Don't see any need to play the Dark Iron Dwarf here. It'll just die to the Doomguard. So what we're going to do is... the same goes for the Pint-Sized Summoner. So what we're going to do is... Well, let's think. If I play Pint-Sized Summoner, that could just like bait him to not hit me. Which is an interesting option. Yeah, we'll do that. This card, I'm never going to play it again anyway, so might as well just put it down. Save 5 damage. If this was basically 2 mana, heal 5, I'm okay with that. He is life tapping like crazy. He's got to be careful here. I still haven't drawn my Fireball. Which, with the Ogre, would actually finish my opponent off. Twilight Drake. It's a 4/4, not too impressive. He's gonna go for the kill there. Ah, and restore some health. Well played, sir. Well played. Now, it's not a problem to deal this 7th point of damage. I just need Hero Ability or Arcane Explosion, kind of depending on the circumstances. You might be wondering, like, can I play this Flame Imp? Looks like he decided he couldn't. Polymorph's good. Let's draw a card, though, first, because you always want to draw cards first. Frostbolt. That's great. Okay, well, since Frostbolt is what I drew, we're going to handle things like this. We're going to kill the Twilight Drake. With the spell damage here, Frostbolt is lethal. We're then going to kill that thing. Hero Ability is so freaking good. Rogue or Druid would be taking 5 damage for that privilege. I do not. Now, I could not have killed my opponent there. I could have only dealt 11 damage. Wait a minute. Could I? Oh, no. Hang on. Because this... Yeah. I couldn't have played the Dark Iron Dwarf and the Frostbolt. Although I could have dealt 8... 11... Oh my god. Could I have won the game? I think I could have won the game. Shit. That guy was 6. This made it 8. Frostbolt made it 11. Hero Ability would have been 12. Yep. 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Oh my god, kids. Always look for the win. This is actually like kind of annoying now to finish off. I thought I calculated it out and saw that there was no win there. Oops. Okay, well, anyway, let's just, do that. And that, so my opponent is dead next turn, but I'm giving him like several more draws to get out of this situation, which is more than he should have. If he plays a taunt, I can polymorph it and then just attack. So he's life tapping because he's desperate for an out. He life tapped a lot this game, and I didn't really punish him for it. I mean, I just won the old-fashioned way. How much more? He drew 8 more cards than I did, so that's just kind of... That just kind of goes to show how good my deck was. Drawing 8 fewer cards, I actually still, at the moment the game ended, had board advantage and card parity, so that's just kind of crazy. But anyway, yeah, that was a stone cold mistake there. Yep, 6 from the Ogre, 2 from the Dwarf, 3 from the Frostbolt, 1 more from the hero ability. Could have ended it a few turns ago. See, it's not so easy. It's not so easy, but you gotta try to do it. You gotta try to always look for the win. Alright, let's take a sip of good luck water. I finished off my Izzy before the last game. Going into our 5th game here. Up against another Shaman. Backpack the Shaman, that's a cool name. I am second all the time. I'm not sure that's actually a good thing. We're gonna throw that back. This back is, I got 3 of them in here. I don't want to draw a second polymorph and have them choking up my hand. Whoa, this is perfect. Well, happy to be going second, of course, with the Mana Worm. So I don't know if I want to use the mana or the coin just to trigger the Mana Worm. I'm fine with it as a 1/3 for now. Let's do that, and let's see just where my opponent, what my opponent does. If he's canny, he knows that I can play the coin to make this a 2/3, which, even if, like, I don't use the coin, is having an effect on the game. It's inhibiting him from playing drops. Alright, that must not be what he was hoping for, because of course it just dies to my Mana Worm here. Now, if I do kill it, and then play a Frostwolf Grunt, Forked Lightning will kill both my creatures. That would be a bit sad. Alternative plan, I could just take it slow. I could just skip the Frostwolf Grunt, essentially. I think I like this plan a lot. Let's take advantage of the opportunity to just play it slow. We'll play the Scarlet Crusader next turn, so it's basically like I use my hero ability to kill his totem instead of putting a Frostwolf Grunt on the board, which I'm fine with. I don't want him flipping a Spell Power Totem and, you know, Fork Lightning me and all that bad stuff. Alright, there's the taunt. Aha. Well, I could do the same thing again, basically. I could just hero ability, that, kill it. But then, basically, I'm like, we're basically trading hero abilities. Let's go ahead and be just a little bit more aggressive. Oh man, if I coin out and play the Grunt and the Geomancer, I'm opening myself up real bad to a Lightning Storm. Or I could just do this. Aha, I think this is the play. I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to play the Scarlet Crusader. So he has a 1 in 3 chance of flipping a Healing Totem, but that means he's played nothing but Healing Totems all game. And that would negate the damage. Earthshock. Oh my god, he actually fucking had it. Ah. I've played a bajillion games as Shaman with Earthshock, and never managed to Earthshock a Scarlet Crusader like that, but he just... Okay, well this is fine here. What we're going to do is coin to buff the Mana Worm, play the Bodyguard to protect my Mana Worm, kill this Taunt Totem, pass it in. Oh my god, he had the Earthshock! That was so good. So kids, that's just a good illustration. So Earthshock silences the Scarlet Crusader, takes the Divine Shield off, then deals a damage and kills it. Does a similar thing to Twilight Drakes. Alright, well, I think this is a good time to polymorph. I've got a bunch of Flame Strikes back here. I mean, I could wait 2 turns to Flame Strike, but this stuff is going to trade off before then anyway. So, polymorph. And this Mana Worm's done its job. Let's kill that stupid Shattered Sun Cleric. And the sheep I can leave alive. Shamans don't buff. The best buff he could have is a Dark Iron Dwarf, which would not take out the Booty Bay Bodyguard, so I'm okay with him letting the sheep stick around. In any case, next turn, I'm probably just going to kill it with my hero ability, because I've got nothing to do for 6 mana, because I spent the coin, unfortunately. Chillwind Yeti, good card. Trades with the Booty Bay. Got a Taunter. Alright. Let's see, we got Flesh Eating Ghoul, very solid. So what we're going to do is do that. Do that. Do that. And so what's happening here is that the Chillwind Yeti can trade with my Taunt, but then the Flesh Eating Ghoul gets really big. Now, Shamans do have a number of ways of killing this. They can, you know, Lightning Bolt, they can Rock Bite or Weapon. Is there a third way? Well, you know, Lightning Storm, technically. Fork Lightning with some spell power. Let's see what he's got here. He's got a bunch of cards, 6 cards. Could very well have a Lightning Bolt. Even if he does, I'm fine with that. I can, you know, if he plays a bunch of little stuff, I can Flame Strike. Otherwise, I can just drop a Stormwind Champion. Naked Stormwind Champion, and not the most exciting thing in the world, that's for sure. But still okay. Is he gonna Totem? Hope for a taunt? He did not get a taunt. Alright. Well, oh my god. Well, this guy, I think, needs to be played. This is like a hex or die kind of situation. No real reason to bother killing that thing. It's gonna die when Flame Strike hits. Oh my god, this guy is crazy! I can like drop a Kobold Geomancer. It's a card, right? Oh no, whenever you cast a spell. Aha, okay. So I'd have to Flame Strike to get a Fireball, then the Fireball's chain forever. Okay, I see how it works. That's cute. The Illidan Storm Rage is a 6 mana, and whenever you, it's a 7/5, so his stats are flipped. And whenever you play a card, you get a 2/1. I don't know what would be better here. This guy is, I think, a little bit scarier. You can kill 2/1s, but dealing with infinite fireballs is much harder. That is deserving of a well played. So the problem is that after I kill this, he's going to take control of one of my people at random. The only out I have against this is a Silence or a Polymorph. I've already used a Polymorph, which is a bit unfortunate. So I'm going to either lose my crazy good Flesh-Eating Ghoul or my Archmage. Okie dokie, that's pretty good. I'm sorry. This has to happen. Which conveniently also gives me a Fireball. I could just use it. It just comes back into my hand, essentially. Infinite Fireballs. Can I win? No, I can't win. I can get him down to 12, but then, unfortunately, he flipped a Taunter. Alright, well, let's do this. These guys are just going to get Flame Struck at some point, so I'm just going to Fireball to the face. And so. Now, if I hadn't drawn the Polymorph, what would have happened? Well, I would have played Flame Strike. The Sylvanas would have survived. I would have gotten a Fireball in my hand, and I would have swung for like a bajillion because this Flesh-Eating Ghoul would have gotten really big. So my opponent was pretty screwed even without me getting that Polymorph. Because the Sylvanas then could have run into the Archmage and stolen it or the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and then I could have just attacked past with the other one. Now, of course, he might have had an Answers by then, like this clever method of producing a taunt. That's nice. I think he seems to have forgotten I just have a Fireball in my hand, because the first Fireball you get, you know, begets more Fireballs. Okay, let's go ahead and just win the game. Woo! And well played. So, my Legendary beat his Legendary, or more precisely, my Legendary beat his Legendary given that I had a Polymorph and he didn't have a Hex. That's that game, in a nutshell. But like I said, because Flame Strike would not have killed Sylvanas, Sylvanas has a convenient 5 health, my Flesh-Eating Ghoul would have hit for like, I can't remember what attack it had, but it would have hit for like 9 or so. And then my Antonidas would have hit for 5. And I would have had a Fireball in my hand, so my opponent was pretty much dead, even after killing off his Sylvanas on his own turn. Because I had a second Flame Strike to clear out his board, and then I had the Fireball, which would have almost burned him out. And with my hero ability, it would have burned him out in a couple of turns. So it was a game either way, just the Polymorph was, you know, icing on the cake. Alright, let's see who our game is against here. Gorath, the Warlock. Why does that name sound so familiar? I don't know. Okay. Oh, we're going first, finally. Alright. Do I keep the Razorfen Hunter? Nope. I got lots of 2-drops. Let's fish. Okay, well, we kind of regret not having that 3-drop now, but I think I'm alright. Especially with the Mana Worm here. Oh my god. Too many Polymorphs. This is a problem, potentially. Now, my opponent is a bit inhibited, because even if he plays like a 2-toughness creature, I could run in Hero Ability. And for all he knows, I've got a spell. Ah, he's going to do that. Well, that's interesting. This could be like a tempo move where he's like, I'm going to bait him into using his hero ability instead of playing stuff. Little does he know, I don't have anything better to do, so yeah, let's just do that. I'm pretty happy to have gotten something productive to do. Basically, I you know, nullified one of his cards with my hero ability for the low price of 2 health. That's fine. Okay, next turn. Still don't really want to drop this thing. I'm probably just going to hero build. And this is a very awkward thing. So, mulliganing that Razorfin Hunter was a little bit aggressive, perhaps. It would really be nice to be able to play that on the next turn. He still has a coin. Could coin Shadow Bolt. Alright, coin something. Coin Shadow Bolt. Who's the pro player here? Who's the pro player? Calling the moves like the hottest guy at the club. Alright. Well, my opponent could play something big here, although not really because he just spent his coin. Now, the Flesh-Eating Ghoul doesn't have any fodder here to eat off of, so if he plays something that deals 3 damage, I'll be screwed. He's life tapping, which is encouraging. He just top decked something really good. Voodoo Doctor. Alright. Sure. That's fine, so I have all my polymorphs. Okay, let's kill that thing. Buff up my Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Swing. I don't actually want to play this. Main reason being, I don't want it to die to Hellfire. There's really no reason to open myself up like that. Let's just keep it quiet here. We got all these polymorphs, so I really need to start just using them a bit loosely. Motion Warden. So I could copy it, or I could polymorph it. Frostbolt doesn't quite seem right. Let's just go ahead and polymorph. And we'll take a moment to kill this sheep, actually. Reason being, he might have power overwhelming, and then he could kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul with that. Or Dark Iron Dwarf would have also let him kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul, so I didn't want to give him those outs. Frostbolt is nice with the Kobold Geomancer for 4 mana. I can deal 4 damage. This is really what I'm talking about. You want to use Kobold Geomancer on the same turn as you make a spell. So it's a bit of a slow game for both of us. I mulliganed my 3-drop and didn't see anything come back to play. Uh-oh, that's aggressive. He could play 1 more creature here. Man, he is all about the healing. Jesus. Okay, well, this is a pretty straightforward move. We're going to kill the Summoning Portal because kids always kill Summoning Portals. We're going to Frostbolt this guy because why not? And then let's play a Scarlet Crusader. She can survive against Hellfire because of Divine Shield, which is nice. Alright, my opponent's kind of in trouble, I would guess. Hellfire. Alright, that's good for me to see. He's hurting himself, just popping a Divine Shield. Let's hope he doesn't have Mortal Coil. And he does not. Alright. I can't kill that, unfortunately. But what I can do is swing on by, play the Acolyte.
Speak to me.
Alright, I'll open myself up to Hellfire a little bit here. Reason being, he's got a creature of his own, and my Acolyte draws me a card, so it's like kind of okay to overextend a little bit here. If you play something big, I can polymorph it or copy it. In a couple of turns, I can copy it and polymorph it, so we'll see what happens in the next couple of turns here. He has drawn a couple more cards than I have here. Hopefully the Acolyte will change that. Interesting choice here to kill my spell damage. I guess he really respects the spell damage. Alright, well, I think we're just gonna... I could copy it. Interesting choice to copy it, then they trade. No, I'll just polymorph it. The reason being, I can draw a card right now. So the Acolyte is going to be worth 2 cards in the end. Okay, well, this has done its job. I think I will just play Pint-Sized Summoner. The extra mana might actually help. We'll see. And a Hellfire is not the end of the world, because again, this has done its job, and this will draw me another card. We have 6 to 4 cards. He has drawn just an extra card than me, because of the Acolyte. Ha 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 ha! I see what you did there, sir. Okay. Well, let's think. Stormwind Champion. That's pretty good. I can't play it and the Faceless, but I can play the Faceless and Polymorph. Draw another card. Using up my Polymorphs like they're water. So if I play the Faceless Manipulator and don't take care of this, I'm missing a chance to put some damage up. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's copy that thing. Polymorph. Draw a card. So we got 3 cards out of that Acolyte. There's the Razorfin Hunter that I mulliganed. and my opponent's in pretty dire straits here. He's about to lose just with what I have. And I do have the Stormwind Champion for a bit of extra buffage if he were to take out something of mine. This Acolyte is worth 3 cards. Although actually Warlocks do have direct kill spells like Siphon Soul. Or, yeah, it's like Siphon Soul, but I don't think he'd use it on the Acolyte, so I'm probably safe. Yeah, this was a 3 mana, 3 card Acolyte. I've only drawn 1 less card than he has, and that's his whole hero ability. My hero ability is, you know, killing stuff and dealing damage. He did let me have 2 cards to the hero ability, which is probably a bit aggressive. He probably should have not quite been so happy about that. Alright, Dread Infernal is neat, but I'd draw another card first of all, and second of all, oh, no, he's not dead anymore. I was going to say, Stormwind Champion would have dealt 10 damage exactly, but that will save him. Alright, well, I think Stormwind Champion is pretty good play here, unless I Flame Strike? I deal 8 damage with the Flame Strike. 9. You know what, we're just gonna do this. My opponent, I don't think, can realistically race me down. He'd have to, first of all, have some kind of crazy combo I can't conceive of. Second of all, this taunt needs to get silenced or killed. Very improbable that my opponent can do that sort of a thing. And then deal 24 damage. Well, the taunt is irrelevant, so I'm happy to see that going for 6 of his 10 mana. Quite simply because my hero ability can just kill him. Ah! Wow, he's got 2 of those. He was good at the life gain. He had 2 of those. He had Voodoo Doctor. Well, that Frostbolt, you could say that was lucky, but I mean, there's a Fireball in here. Yeah, I had plenty of ways to win that game. It's all good. New quest, hey! 2 games with Hunter or Mage. Where was this quest earlier? Oh, I guess it's 9 p.m. Eastern is when that daily quest kicked in. Well, hopefully, we can win a couple more games in this arena and make 40 gold. We're up to 6-0. It's a very fun place to be. Haven't seen any Warriors, so I'm pretty happy I didn't pick up that stupid Acidic Swamp Ooze. I have oddly seen more Warriors now since Battle Rage got nerfed than before. But I think the Warrior fandom has died down a little bit. Holy Raptor the Priest. That's a great priest name. It's actually fitting, too. Okay, I'm second once again. Let's definitely keep the removal. Let's not mulligan quite as aggressively this time. Let's keep the Flesh-Eating Ghoul around. You know, the Flesh-Eating Ghoul is actually better later. Let's keep the Reserve and Hunter around. But hopefully we can get maybe a Mana Worm. Pine-Size Summoner, also fantastic. Let's do this. So here it might actually be worth coining the Pine-Size Summoner. Uh-oh. Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, he might have stolen my coin. Honestly, nothing that he gets is really that great. I mean, it's good but not great. And he might have just stolen the coin, which would not really give him a whole lot. Pine-Size Summoner might actually be the best thing he could have stolen, but then if he plays it, I can just drop my guy down and kill his Pine-Size Summoner with mine, so I'm fine with that. I think if he had Shadow Word Pain or Holy Smite, he would have played them much faster and not thought about his turn, so it looks like he doesn't have those. Oh, never mind. He had it. He just wanted to be a dick and slow roll it for some reason. Alright, fair enough. Now, I've lost my coin, which is sad. So I don't really get to do anything except for that. And that's likely to be totally meaningless, because his hero ability obviously heals him faster than I can damage him. Okay, well, this is a bit of a slow start to the game. Looks like he doesn't have anything on turn 2, so he will cancel out my hero ability, it would appear. Nope. What is he thinking about? The card he just drew? Eh? Nope. Eh?
We must
Well, oh, he was wondering, like, do I waste the ability? Oh, I see. Well, I could Frostbolt that or just play this. If I play this, he can kill my little boar and me. Well, I think this is, in general, less valuable than a Frostbolt, so I'll put that down. That's fine. Oh, man, it's so sad that I used my coin for the Pine-Size. I could be coining these guys out now. Ah, that is a pretty good card. Well, this might seem crazy, but I'm actually just going to polymorph this thing. I mean, that's really, really good. So let's do that. And let's kill the sheep. So now our 2 guys are still set to trade and pass the turn. Oh, he top decked another good card. Man. Thought Steal. He's going to steal 2 cards from my deck. Oh, god damn it. I have so many good cards in my deck. That's really a little bit heartbreaking. He's going to heal his guy. That's smart. That means I have to use my hero ability to finish him off. Alright, we're not going to do that. We're just going to play Gurubashi. That will survive against his guy and get all enraged-like, so I'm okay with it. Man, if he stole one of my Flame Strikes or Polymorphs or Fireballs, I'm going to be pissed. Let's see what he's got. He's got card advantage, and it's his turn, so this could be bad in a hurry. Golly Jesus Christ! Ah, Stampeding Kodo. God fucking damn it. Okay, well, we're going to do this. And we're going to do that. Oh my god. You know what would be poetic justice? He needs to play a Gurubashi Berserker right now. Holy Raptor, I'm calling you out. Play a Gurubashi. Oh, no, you're going to be a bitch. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. You be a bitch. And don't. Okay, well, anyway, let's go ahead, and I think this is the right time to Flame Strike. Although, I could hold off. Could hold off if I wanted to. Alright, I'm actually going to play this to kill his Northshire Cleric. That seems like a pretty good plan. Now, what I could do here, actually, is run the board in, and then Frostbolt it, stop it from attacking. Another option would be to use the hero ability, pop the Divine Shield. Problem is, actually, he could run in, trade Kodo for Kodo. He can kill this guy anyway.
What to do?
Let's do that. And do I want to Frostbolt it? No, but I do want to. Well, hang on. He can always heal it, put it above Flame Strike range. So I'm actually going to Frostbolt this. This will discourage his Kodo from running into mine, unless of course he wants to heal it and then run in for some reason. But either way, this Kodo is going to live and then die to a Flame Strike next turn. So if he plays stuff, I can Flame Strike it to death. If he plays something big, then I'm definitely in trouble. He's going to silence that. Haha, it's very clever. Heal it.
We must cleanse the sun.
Buff it. And use it to kill my Kodo. Well, that's all fine, because I now get to kill everything he played. Doo-doo-doo! Well, my opponent actually still has card advantage when all is said and done, which is a bit scary, and I'm really terrified of playing this Archmage, because mind control can happen. So I'm definitely down at the moment. He's gonna kill it right away. Oh, fuck, that means Frostbolt doesn't kill it. God damn it. Uh-oh. Well, where's my silence where I need it? That was a very good comeback. We're going to play this just to kind of stand in the way a little bit. We're also going to play this so that when he runs into that guy, it hurts more. We're going to ping the light spawn so that he has to heal it if he wants to run into this guy without dying and pass the turn. So I'm just trying to be as much of a nuisance as I can. I don't really want to play the Archmage until I can play him and Frostbolt, so that I can get Fireball right away, so that if he mind controls, I still at least have the Fireball with which to almost kill the Archmage. So he's going to do that, and that. Man, Arcane Explosion would be really good here. That's the card I never draw. I never draw Arcane Explosion for some odd reason. Frost Elemental is just putting that down to put a 5/5 on the board. I can't complain. Hey, look at that Arcane Explosion. I could Frostbolt this and kill it, but then the Archmage doesn't have any spells to play after it. Frostbolt's really like one of my only spells. Really, I think the only spell that I can play for 3 mana or less. How worth it is it for me to kill this thing? Versus just like Acolyte of Pain and blah blah blah. I could also play this guy, but that's just asking for a mind control. Alright, we're gonna do it. Gonna do it all, and we're gonna play the Acolyte as well. Hopefully to get some cards out of him. Problem against a priest. Shadow Word Pain does kill this. So he can just kill it and not give me any cards, which is sad. Silence is almost as bad, but not quite. I can just kill. Oh, that's the other card he thought stole. Frostbolt, nice.
Is someone injured?
Northshire motherfucking cleric. Well, is this mind control? Like, is he holding on to mind control? It could be. Ah, man, we're getting to the point where he almost certainly has it. Well, he's mind controlling whatever I play here. So let's kill the owl for sure. And think about what's worse to have stolen. If he gets even a single spell with this, it's just awful. But this guy actually does not really kill that guy. 6. Alright, we're gonna do this thing. Both are bad to mind control. Both are great if he doesn't have mind control. Holding my breath. Alright, looks like he doesn't have mind control. I'm sure he would have played mind control in this if he had it, so that's good news. Alright, Polymorph is cute. Let's go ahead and do this. Play the Archmage. And I'm going to hit this guy to try to persuade him to use the heal inefficiently. Because if he doesn't heal it, I can finish off with my hero ability next turn, but if he heals it, he's basically wasting a point of healing. Let's see if he's got mind control. He's not showing anything just yet. Flame Strike! What an ass. Oh my god, that's terrible. This is awkward. Hero ability doesn't really work very well. This guy can just, you know, get healed by the priest, because priests have a pretty good hero ability. I'm not going to do anything. Oh my god, he really just did enough damage and finished me off with my own Flame Strike. That is absurd. Alright. The longer I wait, the more risky it becomes. So I have to be very careful with what I'm doing here. Flesh-eating ghoul? Okay. Let's play the flesh-eating ghoul. Let's kill the loot hoarder. And I'm going to polymorph the knife juggler now. This is an attempt to preserve my flesh-eating ghoul so that it can grow like a healthy Tamagotchi and start swinging for mad damage. I do need to start dealing damage at some point here. Ugh, that sucks. Alright, well luckily I have Flame Strike, which with hero ability can kill everything on his side of the board, so I should be alright. I could also silence that. Nope. Flame Strike! Now we're gonna attack. Now what's neat is if he does top deck a mind control and steals it, I can actually silence it. And we kind of hold up. Sort of. Kind of. Alright, that's actually fine, although it does kill my flesh-eating ghoul. Come on, where's my Ascension Shield, Master? Come on! Nope. Oh, well this actually works fine, I think. We'll play the Faceless Manipulator, copy the flesh-eating ghoul, and we're gonna swing. No need to silence this thing, I don't think.
Well played.
Although it just does deal extra. You know what? I'm just gonna put it down. It's just to put a 2/1 body on the board. It dies to Holy Nova, but who cares? These guys survive it. He still has to throw his thing into him to finish him off. So yeah, just to have this on the board is nice. That's a frustration. Shit. Oh my god. The timing. This is actually would have been great to have against that guy. Gotta be friggin' kidding me. Well, let's 8, 10, 11. Nope, can't win. Let's do this. Keep attacking. Play the Mana Worm. It survives Holy Nova, so it's not really overextending. He can now kill my Flesh-Eating Ghoul, but I'm starting to whittle him down. Pine-Sized Summoner is utterly irrelevant at this stage of the game. Now his main advantage is that he can heal most of what I damaged him. I deal 4 damage a turn, he heals 2 of it, so it's slow going here. But I am top decking cards, so that's good. That's really, really good. That's also pretty good. We're just gonna kill this thing. And now things are looking really great. My opponent would be very hard pressed to win here. Even mind control to steal this. We'll just trade that off. Yep. Alright. Good game, Holy Raptor. That was a darn good game. Well, we're up to 7-0. That's pretty cool. Gotta win one more of these games to finish the daily quest. We're also, you know, going for the bragging rights 9-0 victory. I don't think I've had a 9-0 in a while, if not ever. I'm not sure if I've ever had one. I don't actually track that in my stats. The rewards are the same for 9-0, 9-1, 9-2, so I really couldn't care less. Blasty Bear the Warrior. Well, again, polymorph, I have so many of these, I don't want to have a hand clogged of polymorphs. Let's just ship back everything except for my 2-drop. And do the usual game against Warrior, the old pray don't have turn 2 Fiery War Axe. My last 3 Warriors actually did not have it. I think a lot of those were in my Warlock run that went to hell anyway. There's a card I haven't seen all arena. Where have you been, Mr. Water Elemental? I saw him at mulliganed him. I think maybe the Water Elemental is just like pissed. He's been all pissy like, you want to mulligan me? You don't want to see me? Alright, fine, I'll just go then. Now, if he does have a Fiery War Axe, it's nice that I drew this, because this dies to the War Axe, but at least draws me a card. So it's less card disadvantage. Perfectly, my opponent doesn't have play. Ooh, interesting. I could play this guy. Try to sneak out an early Azure Drake. The problem is, cleave. Just kill both of them, I think. So let's not open myself up to cleave. I think it's a bad card. If other people are good at the game, they probably draft it as, you know, unenthusiastically as I do, but still. He might have it, there's really just no reason to open myself up to it. Now my opponent still has the coin, still has his extra card. He's done nothing so far this game. He's gonna, if he armors up again this term, I would say he's gonna officially start falling behind, because once this hits, good stuff starts happening. There's the Fiery War Axe. Oh man, the Water Elemental is a turn too late. I could have started freezing him and he couldn't attack, but such is not to be. Okay, well let's attack with the Acolyte. Look forward to drawing a card with him. This guy survives the Fiery War Axe in high style, so I'm okay with that. Next turn we've got lots of good plays. The Azure Drake or the Gurubashi are both going to be strong moves, so we'll just see what my opponent does here. Still has the coin. He's going to kill the Acolyte and give me a card. That's great. Polymorph, alright, that could be useful. He's thinking a lot because, quite frankly, a lot of stuff you could play just doesn't hold up very well against the Water Elemental. It's just a sturdy dude. Alright, there's the coin. And what's it going to be? Ah, Squire Attend Me. Well, Chillwind Yeti would actually be a lot better here than Squire Attend Me, that's for sure. What we're going to do, I think, is the following. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We're going to freeze that guy. And then to stop the Squire from killing off the Water Elemental, we're going to play the Taunt. So the plan is, this guy's frozen, he can't trade in. Next turn, I finished off with Hero Ability. And then the Squire, well, the Squire can just go, I don't care what the Squire does, he can just go poo. It don't matter to me none. Did I draft any healing in this deck? I can't remember if I drafted any healing cards. I think I didn't, actually. I don't think I saw any, actually, if I remember right. I'm not counting, by the way, the Priestess of Elune. That card is very, very bad. Yeah, so next turn, I might need to silence, but probably I'll just play a creature. Haha, touche. Touche, sir, touche. Well, let's go ahead and kill this guy. That's a definite move. Do I want to polymorph this thing? Or just trade? I think I'll polymorph it. Seems fine. I have a silence in my back pocket, so that's fine. So what we're gonna do is just let this stuff sit. I really don't care. It's making me a bit vulnerable to Dark Iron Dwarf. You could Dark Iron Dwarf the Squire, kill the Booty Bay that way, but the sheep still can't kill the Water Elemental because the Water Elemental is a beastoid. And I really do want to hit him with the Water Elemental every single turn if I can to stop him from whipping out a weapon and starting the great minion hunt of 013. Alright, what's he going to do here? The sheep is dead to Hero Ability next turn. That's almost certainly what I will do. Like, I'll Gurubashi kill sheep if the sheep's not run itself in. Looks like he's going to run in. Fair enough. Does he have an Execute? That would actually be a really good card to finish off the Booty Bay. Then the Squire could finish off the Water Elemental. Oh, epic freeze for the win! I don't know if he knows this. That's a very strange play to make if you know that being frozen after being hit by the water elemental stops you from attacking. Oh snap! Oh look, he's highlighting himself. I think he didn't know that. So yeah, guys, water elemental. It's a really great card. It's Chill Wind Yeti plus occasionally some useful Shiatsicles happens. Battle Raged. He drew an extra card with Whirlwind and was able to kill my Taunter thanks to that. Well, we're really happy to just keep on trucking here. That's for sure. And I'm actually going to drop the Azure Drake. Main reason is that, first of all, card drawing is nice. Second of all, it actually has, more immediate power than the Gurubashi does. And I think that's worth it. I don't want to, charge up. I'm actually just going for the kill here, guys. Just going for the kill. Uh-oh. This could be a problem. If something hits my water elemental. Ah, jeez, he gets 2 knife flings off of that. That was pretty good. Yeah, there it goes. And then this guy's going to die to the Fiery War Axe. Ah, that sucks so much. Well, you know what I haven't drawn yet this game? Flame Strike. It's got to be in there somewhere. We'll see here. Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to do is a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to silence this Knife Juggler. Second of all, I'm going to kill this Dragonling. Third of all, I'm going to kill that, because this Azure Drake is on borrowed time. It's going to die to the Fiery War Axe. So I might as well kill a creature before I go. And then, fourth of all, I'm actually just going to flood the board with creatures. The reason for that is a couple-fold. One is the spell damage and the pine size might actually be helpful, and the other is I want to just start trying to do as much damage to him as I can. Like right now, he really needs to kill this, but he also really needs to kill that, and he also needs to kill that. There's just so much stuff he needs to kill, it's going to be difficult for him. The best thing that could happen for me is if he were to play something really big, and I could polymorph. If he plays lots of little stuff, that's where I might actually fall behind, because he does have a fair bit of cards. He drew 2 off of the Battle Rage, and that kind of put him a little bit ahead in the card draw department, even after my Acolyte of Pain. Oh my god, the Knife Juggler was such a good answer right there. Inner Rage, no! Oh, fuck me sideways. Jesus! He's got really good answers there. Oh my god. I cannot believe how good that turn was. He should have armored up after attacking though, but that's okay. Oh my god. He's pointing something at this guy, which makes me think he has a Rampage, making it a 5/6. If he has it, he has it. I'll polymorph it afterwards. Oh my god, that was too really... You know what? I mean, he needed to have really good stuff to catch up in this game, and he had fucking great stuff for 2 turns in a row. Gotta give him credit. There's the slam for another card. Is he gonna play the Rampage on this guy? That's not a card that's worked really well for me. It's +3/+3 to a damaged minion. It's just so finicky to get it set up and going. Alright, he's thinking. Oh, that actually could be a strategic mistake. You generally don't want to play it when your opponent is trying to race you down, because your opponent can just ignore this thing and keep on smashing you. Like, I might not even polymorph this. We'll see. I might polymorph it just to protect my Stormwind champion. Well, I can't, because I can't play it and polymorph. Blah. So we'll see what I do, but I might actually ignore it. I mean, he's kind of in trouble here. He's armoring up before attacking, which, again, he really shouldn't do. It's actually a really critical mistake here, because, like, if he gets himself down to 12 health, and he has a Mortal Strike in his hand, he might actually, regret that. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and just take it easy here. We're gonna do this. Man, this Frostbolt is epically good. Let me have the best of both worlds there. I am actually gonna take a moment to trigger the ability of the Gurubashi. It opens me up to an execute, but whatever, man. Fuck executes. My opponent can't play creatures easily because of this guy, and I'm about to swing for 12, 13 damage. So he can armor up and mitigate a little bit of that, but I'm just as happy to keep this guy alive. We'll see. Maybe I'll polymorph him anyway. We'll see. Rampage. There's the Rampage. Okay. That's great. I can polymorph that. That's also great. I don't care. 12, 13. He's at 15 health. Fireball. There it is. Kids always look for the win. I mean, that could have gotten ugly. Alright, we're up to 8-0 against the Blasty Bear, the Warrior. When you've got lots of good cards in your deck, you're gonna draw something good. Yeehaw, 40 gold. Alright, so this could be a really slow arena if I win the next 2 games. But if I win the next game, and then I'm playing a smaller number of games than I would if I were to have 2 losses at 9 wins. So that could be like a nice smashing victory for you folks. Let's take a sip of good luck water. Let's reminisce about the good old days when I had sparkling grapefruit Izzy in a bottle beside me. But then, suddenly, all was gone. All was gone. This game is taking a while to find me an opponent. It's like, man, who has balls big enough to stand up to Papa Boris? Nobody. We're scouring the land, searching far and wide across all the corners, and nobody will stand forward. There, we have finally found a worthy opponent. It is, of course, a mage. Little did Jaina know that we were playing on the map with the smashing vegetables, which was Papa Boris's favorite map and gave him a considerable advantage. Alright, hail Keo. I'll just assume that you're also a mage who's 8-0 and you're going for the 9-0 dream. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Boulderfist Ogre, I haven't been seeing this card much either. Frostwolf Grunt though, man. I think Frostwolf Grunt, what do you guys think? I think he's got a thing for Jaina. He's like, oh, I love those blue eyes. Jaina, I could stare into them for all days. All days. I'm very happy to be second, even though I didn't unfortunately get the Mana Worm. I'm happy that my opponent's Mana Worms cannot get buffed up by the coin. Okay, well, this is going to be pretty easy. I can't Frostbolt it, can't kill it with my hero ability, so we're just going to send the Frostwolf Grunt in. This is a great way to trade against the Fairy Dragon. My opponent could use a removal spell, which it appears he's going to, but I mean, a Frostbolt for Frostwolf Grunt? Sure, no problem. I will take that. Alright, well, I'm going to play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, sad as it is. By the way, I have to point out, this is so much better than a Fireball would have been. Pro not taking a spell. This is a good way to stop the damage. Against mages, you have to be a little bit careful about your damage intake. My opponent respects the Flesh-Eating Ghoul and is just going to do that. That's totally fine. Even with spell damage, Frostbolt is really not enough to kill this thing. I deal 4 damage, and it's not enough. We're just going to take the turn to Polymorph. It's a shame that that guy has 3 attack, otherwise I would have Kodo'd. As it is, if my opponent plays something that is more than 2 attack, like another fucking water elemental, we'll play the Kodo and kill off the sheep. Another option would actually be to coin Boulderfist Ogre, but now that I drew Archmage Leonidas, I actually kind of... I kind of want to wait and play this, and then use the coin to trigger him. I think that would be suitably epic. Fireball! Alright, well, this guy's got all kinds of removal here, but that's okay, because we got a Boulderfist Ogre. He's played a Frostbolt, Fireball, and yeah, pretty much Frostbolt and a Fireball. He would need a Polymorph now to handle this, since that's really the only spell in the Mage arsenal that handles a Boulderfist Ogre. Fireball, well, okay, Fireball also does it when you also spend your mana doing that. So basically, he's just killing me the long way around here. This Water Elemental's getting in a lot of good work. Okay, well, let's go ahead and, let me think. I could play Stormwind Champion. Yeah, I'm just going to play the Stormwind Champion. If he has a Polymorph, let him use it on the Stormwind Champion, not on my precious Archmage. Are you friggin' kidding me? Jesus Christ! Oh my god, he just has infinite removal, this guy. Alright, well, I'm actually getting hurt so much, I might just end up getting burned out. But he spent so much removal hitting me down. Granted, if he just has a Pyroblast, it's good enough. Am I just gonna 2-for-1? Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna coin out and get a Fireball. Fuck yeah. And then I'm actually gonna play Frostbolt to get another Fireball. Fuck yeah. And pass the turn. So now my opponent knows I have 2 Fireballs. Most stuff he could play will die. If he has a Fireball, another Fireball, let me add, and a Pyroblast, he can kill me in 2 turns, and there's nothing I can do because I don't have any healing in my deck. But barring that rather improbable set of circumstances, I can now start to turn the tides here and begin the epic Fireball cascade. So does my opponent have another Fireball or a Polymorph for the Archmage? I'm actually glad that he used a fireball to kill something or other, my Boulder Fist Ogre, because that means he doesn't have it to hit me with.
Ready for this?
Archmage, alright, it's a bit of a scary drop, for sure.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That is clever, because it means that my fireball, with the help of hero ability, will not kill this thing. You know what I really want? I want a Flame Strike. Because I don't actually have enough mana to kill all his Shazatzicles. If time runs out on her, she's going to be in trouble, because next turn she'll have less time. Okay, let's see what I get. Not a Flame Strike. Even with spell damage, this only gets these guys down to 1 health apiece. I have to I have to make this turn very, very carefully. So I'm going to have to send the Archmage in, which is sad, but I think I have to do that. So what I could do is play spell damage, fireball, hero ability. That's 2, 4, and that's 8. That's all my mana. Crap, I don't like that plan. Okay, alternate plan. I play fireball this, then I don't have enough mana to frostbolt. I'm 1 turn away from 9 mana. Shit. Crap on a donkey with cheese. Okay, I think the only way that I can actually do this... See, I could do this hero ability, that's 6, then I don't have enough to fireball. Yeah, I think what we actually have to do is the old Frostbolt-a-roo. So, I hate leaving him with spell power, because it means that a Frostbolt will kill my Archmage. But I do have an awful lot of fireballs here. So we're going to kill this thing. We're going to play a fireball to kill this thing. We're going to hero ability that and pass turn. Okay, so now a Frostbolt, thanks to this spell damage, will kill me. But at least he cannot hit me down to 11 health. My opponent needs to basically start playing creatures faster than I can play fireballs. But little does he know, if he plays creatures that are too small, I can play the Kobold Geomancer plus Arcane Explosion. And then kill them all off. Now he's going to spend the turn here with the Blizzard, just the Blizzard, to kill off my Archmage. So that means no Frostbolts in his hand, which is good to know.
Shields up.
Sunfury Protector, alright. Now, I have to be a little bit careful here because I'm no longer getting these fireballs back. But, yeah, let's see, 2, 4, 8. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do is, I think, let me just double check. 2, so the fireball kills that. Oh, well, I'm just going to kill him. I have to use fireball. Unless I use Arcane Explosion. No, I think I'm just going to do is I'm going to fireball this. Fireball that. Play a Pint-Sized Summoner, because the mana might actually matter. Pass the turn. So basically, Archmage Leonidas bought me a little bit of time and a little bit of card advantage, but I know I'm out of fireballs now. So I'm going to have to start playing quote-unquote fair. And it looks like my opponent has a handful of removal. That's interesting. What we're going to do here is, first of all, swing. Second of all, let's play the Gurubashi, because that survives Flame Strike, which is the main thing my opponent could be holding back. And we're also going to play a Water Elemental, because that survives Flame Strike. And I'm going to ping my opponent in the face. Now the Faceless Manipulator I'm holding on hand in case my opponent plays something really scary, like a Legendary of some kind, or a Taunt, or a Sunwalker, or something, you know, wacky before I kill it. Cone of Cold, well, that's a pretty good answer to what I have. Freezes my stuff. Sunwalker, solid card. So what I'm going to do here is play this. This is a bit risky. This is a bit risky, kids. Don't try this at home. I'm going to do that. I'm going to also... Oh, I can't do this, and... that's a shame. I'm also going to pop the Divine Shield on his, because why not? And I'm going to pass the turn. So he can pop my Divine Shield and run in, but then his guy will die and mine will live. Flame Strike currently still does not kill the Gurubashi, and my guys are protected by this Taunter, barring, of course, any polymorphs. So he just signaled he doesn't have any polymorphs by doing that. Another Jesus Christ! Blizzard. Well, he's now used Blizzards to weaken me up for Flame Strikes. Although he was pointing at my Gurubashi, I don't think he would have pointed at the Gurubashi if he had Flame Strike. Are you friggin' kidding me? Jesus! Oh my god, damn it. That was so good. I cannot believe how good that was. Ah, man. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we're going to kill this guy. I'm trying to preserve all the health that I can. So we're going to do this, Arcane Explosion, to kill it off. Everything I currently have dies to Flame Strike, rather tragically. So I'll do that, I'll play this. It also dies to Flame Strike, but it's just a card. And if he doesn't have the Flame Strike, which if I got a sick read on him the way that I think I did, he doesn't, I'll be able to hold off. Now that's the card he just top deck. Mirror Image is not Flame Strike, that's good. So he's got Mirror Image, Sunwalker here, and then some other card. It's going to kill off the Boar, which is smart because the Boar could be used to pop the Divine Shield. Alright, so he's got a Sunwalker and one other card. He's holding it onto it, so it's probably not Flame Strike. That's good news. He's played 2 Blizzards against me this game. Alright, he's going to pass the turn, and there I draw my actual Fireball. Okay, so this is pretty easy. We just do that. I don't want to overextend against Flame Strike, so the Dark Iron Dwarf can hang back. I don't know why my opponent didn't play a Sunwalker. Wait, why would 7 mana would he not play Sunwalker? I don't know what the situation would be where that would be correct. Anyway, Fireball. Oh my gosh, I have spell damage. Yeah, let's just stop wandering and kill him. My spell damage minion survived, so well played. Good game, Halikio. You did some great stuff, but Archmage Leonidas was pretty good. I have to admit, given the strength of my opponent's plays, I probably wouldn't have won without that legendary and an ass full of fireballs. Compliments of the coin, no less. Well, we have it here, folks. Either my first or my first in a while 9-0 run. So let's go ahead and see what we get with our prizes. Oh, we got a double pack. So actually, this is a little bit more money than I'm used to. This is 240 gold. Yeah, 30 plus 40, 70, 80. Yep, 240 gold and a double pack. I got a lot of double packs lately at my 9-win arenas. So that is it for the full official video. If you enjoyed it, please do click that like button and or subscribe. I will appreciate that tremendously. And if you just can't get enough of Papa Boris, let's begin Papa Boris's Happy Fun Time bonus hour. So here are the packs that we got for our 9-win arena. Legendary Millhouse Manastorm. It would have been so sweet if I'd gotten Archmage Leonidas, wouldn't it have? Instead we get this crappadoodle. Alright. And an epic! And a golden rare. Wow, what a pack. And a rare. Wow, when it... I wonder if, like, Blizzard has it coded that, like, there are some packs are just epic? Because if this were all individual probabilities, that would be... that would be highly improbable, but I've seen a lot of people post stuff like this on Reddit. Anyway, these are all kind of crappy rares, epics, legendaries, except for Lava Burst. Lava Burst is solid. Let's take a look at the other pack. A little bit more of a run-of-the-mill pack here, but Argent Commander is a really good rare. I don't think I had any of those. Let's see what I'm crafting. Oh man, I had a duplicate rare? Was it the... You know what, I have to look. What was it? Was it the Argent Commander? No, I guess... Well, Commander? Argent Commander? Nope, just the one of them. Okay, good. Whew, that would have been sad. I don't know what it was. Must have been the counter spell or something. Let's disenchant it. And also, I think I might actually have too many Lava Bursts. Oh, nope, I'm fine. I've got two golden ones and no normal ones. That's great. Okay, so that is it for that. Let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at our next arena. I'm actually building up a rather scary number of classes I don't want to play. I don't want to play Warlock. Don't really want to play Warrior. So, let's see what we got. Warlock. Well, it's going to be between the Rogue or the Mage. So thanks once again. Hit that like button on the way out, and I'll see you next time.